Align with Ariana. I am Ariana, of course, your favorite psychic medium. I am able to go beyond the veil of life and death to connect with spirits that are sometimes nice and sometimes not so much. So, if you are new to my channel, enter at your own risk. Now, this version of Tell My Story will be of Bashir Jackson, known as Pop Smoke. Like many other videos, I am going to be connecting with the spirit, and the spirit will lead to what the spirit would like to say. So he is here and he is ready to connect. He's entered the phase where he has crossed over or made the transition. He wasn't holding back much either. He is showing me red. He is showing me visions of red. So he is showing me a lot of trauma or blood loss. And a lot of this blood loss that he had was more so internal. Everything that was going on was internal bleeding. There was actually multiple shots that were fired back and forth. However, the individuals that came for him, they actually came for him. What I am picking up, you guys, is not something that just happened because someone chose the wrong house. This was planned, organized, and strategically planned out. The timing that this happened, he is known to not have a lot of people around him. Actually, around the timing on this specific day, he was getting ready to, he was celebrating something, a release. He said he was celebrating a release of something that just happened, and he invited some individuals over. But the individuals that he invited over were some individuals or people that he knew. They'd been to his house or his home before. This was not uncommon for him to invite people over and literally have a collective group of people to come to a gathering for him. So this was not uncommon. What was uncommon was the timing that this occurred. He's saying that he knew that he was on someone's radar for the past few weeks, because he had made some claims about an issue. He's saying that he made some claims, and he's saying that he knew that someone was on his back about this situation, that someone had been on him. But what he's more so confused about was how everything played out. How was it that they were able to move when they moved, the timing and everything? He said that he doesn't feel that this was alone. He knows that this is not connected to someone that didn't know him. He feels 100% sure of that. He's also sure of the fact that he watches how he moves. He moves very funny. He doesn't like a lot of people around him. He was very quiet, and he also felt like he was able to always have his own back in a lot of situations. So he was very peculiar on how or who was around him. He was kind of caught off guard because he was preparing for some type of event that was going to take place. He was having a release, some type of a gathering or party for the album he just released. So yes, this was for the album he just released, for the song he just released. He was having a gathering. He's saying that this was a bad situation because that day before he had some type of image where he posted a lot of money. He's saying this image has probably caught the wrong traffic or caught light to someone. He's saying that some things were also owed out, some things needed to be paid out. And he's saying that when the money was shown or when the picture was shown, it could have caused some bad ideas or some wrong ideas for individuals to make their way towards him. He's also saying that he knew about the timing. So he was saying that he knew about the timing. He was actually planning to leave the next day. So he was going to leave and he was catching a flight somewhere the next day. But he decided to stay, celebrate this releasing. And he also had something where he was going to leave and travel. He said he was going to be traveling for a couple of months. Yes, traveling, doing some type of tour in a couple of months, but he wasn't able to do that. He's saying that he was opening his own like music group, his own music style, his own music flow. He was coming into his own sound as it relates to music. He had a lot of people that were ready and able to do featuring and contracts with him. He had so many people that had gathered to create music with him. A lot of people loved how he was so laid back, but he was still aggressive and forward. He was very, very young, you guys, very young. Also had a very close relationship. I keep picking up on a close relationship with someone's son, someone's little boy, someone's son that he was very close and connected to. Actually saying a lot about Nipsey Hussle's case. He's saying that a lot of the connections and the dots are very, very close, and he doesn't feel that he's ready to expose or talk about it in a way that will probably bring so much enlightenment that it will be shattering to people. He's saying that focus on what it is that you would like to do as an individual, as a soul, to proceed in life. He's saying he did not get to fulfill all of his desires the way that he would want to. He's also talking about a situation that he had recently. It just came out of nowhere, but he wanted to respond the only way he knew how. He's also saying a lot of things within the home. Nothing was stolen or taken out of the home. That's why he knew what it was about. He knew what it was for. He is making a significant amount of emphasis that he was leaving to go out of town. That same day he was planning to leave very, very soon. Saying that the night before that he celebrated the night before, but he was very upset the night before. It is because a situation happened with him and his team. Some things that him and his team were not happy about. So he's saying that he doesn't want to go into too much detail. He's saying that he doesn't want to talk in too much details as to what happened, and he doesn't want to give out specific information and names, because he said he knows these individuals, and he knows the things that surrounding this, and he doesn't want to ruin or put anyone else's life in danger. But he's saying that he feels and he knows that a lot of this information and a lot of this stuff might come out and possibly will come out. And I also see that he's drawing a connection with some type of justice that might occur. He feels as though he is not ready to give up, but he is willing to move on because he's saying that he's just too great. He's saying great ones die young. His energy and the way he feels about it is he's allowing himself to release or be released from this situation, but he is trying to still hold on in some type of way. A lot of people don't know this about him, but he was very intuitive. He had a deep sense of feeling, and a lot of his intuitions had guided him very much, made sure that a lot of the situations and things panned out for him. He's making references to a little girl as well. This could be a daughter that he has. He is making a lot of reference to children as he wants to reconnect with that energy as well. He's also mentioning that he was a little bit cloudy or unclear with his decision making. This had a lot to do with the night before and going out the night before, but he's saying that he wants people to know, to connect with his music. He's saying that he was not able to reach the heights in which he knew that he was going to reach, but he's saying that he knows why things happened and why things took place. He wants people to know about the gratitude, the love, and he wants you to know, most importantly, to tap into what you know to be true. Connect with yourself, especially when it is considering making moves to new areas, new life, and a new way of thinking. He appreciates the love. He sends all of his energy out to his family, his friends, and his supporters. I want to thank you guys for aligning